Today on In the Wood Yard, we got a cutting job to do. Here we go. So what you're about to see is a customer of mine called me and said that a tree had fell across their driveway and they can't get out. And I was supposed to have a meeting with this person this morning, and they said, can't meet with you unless you can come to my house. I said, well, tell you what, I'll come to your house. And I know I come to your house for the meeting. I will come and I will take care of cleaning the tree up. And I asked a couple basic questions, you know, is there power lines? Is it just across the driveway? And it was a big box elder, and you're gonna see that. Basically, the wind blew it down, and it was kind of rotten from the roots. It just kind of leaned over. You know how box elders are, what a lot of these are? There's a lot of lean to them, and sometimes they just get so much weight out there, especially in the summertime with new growth, that they will just lay down, and that's basically what happened. It didn't break off or anything like that. So, I had planned on going and doing a bunch of cutting today, but when I got the call, I said, hey, I'll come and I'll take care of it this morning so you can get out of your driveway. So I went there right away this morning, and I cut up the tree. I didn't haul it away. I didn't make firewood out of it. It was, well, you'll see. It's a box elder. I just cut it up into chunks, and they can do what they want with it. We kind of cut all the brush up the tops, threw it off to the side of the driveway so that they can get out. And they need a tree service to come and actually take down probably a dozen trees. They got a bunch of box elders leaning. They got a bunch of dead ash, and a lot of it needs to get done. And I said, I'm not the guy. I said, I could do a lot of it, but you really need to hire a tree service. I said, I'm insured for myself, but I'm not insured for your property if I damage stuff. And they have a fence, and there's buildings, and there's their wood shed that the wood goes into, that there's a big box elder laying over, and I didn't want to cut all that down. I don't have the equipment for it. I said, call the guy. And they have called a local service for their business that they've hired in the past. They told me the name. I said, yep, they do good work. Hire them. And it's probably going to be a big job. It's probably going to be somewhere between, from what I know of the trees they have, could be $6-8 grand easily. There's that much work to do there. But what I did was I went this morning, had the meeting, and they needed to pay me for some wood that I had delivered a while ago. Got that taken care of. We talked about wood I'm going to cut in the future, and I cut the tree up and got out of there. I was there maybe an hour and 10, 15 minutes, something like that. And the owner says, well, what do I owe you for this? I said, whatever you think is fair. I said, I want to do this as a favor to you. You're a good customer of mine. They buy a lot of wood from me, as in a lot. Probably one of my bigger customers as far as volume of wood. Last year they bought a full semi-load. The year before was a full semi-load. This year we're already over half a semi-load, and they're probably going to do a couple more loads yet. So it's a very good customer. When I say semi-load, I'm talking log truck. I'm talking 12 full cords at a time. Yes, they buy that much. So very good customer, and I just want to keep them as a customer, because like I always say, the best time to help someone is not when it's convenient for you. The best time to help someone is when they need help, and they needed help right now. And I know all the tree service people right now are extremely busy because there's trees down from winds, there's a lot of pruning going on this time of year, and there's also a crap ton, which is a crap ton. If you ever saw a crap ton, it's a lot. There's a lot of dead ash trees everywhere that they're working on cutting down, so they needed help right now. So I went right away, took my saw, cut it down for them, and you're going to see that coming up right now. So this is an entrance to one of my customers' driveways, and they called me and said, there's a tree down. So this is the driveway right here. So it's a box elder, and they can't get out. So I'm here this morning, and I'm going to free them. I'm gonna cut it up. We're just, the box elder came down in a storm, and we're gonna cut up branches and just stuff them in the woods, and I'll block up some of the other stuff and get rid of it. But got a job to do.
you.